Okay, good morning once more. I just had a poor connection, so where I am right now, I can't really do a live video because my connection is kind of poor. Okay, like I was saying, I was talking about trusting in God, and I wanted to use myself as an example. So I want to share my testimony with you guys. I think since that I was first of all small, I loved to do, I loved really, and I really wanted to do medicine, but at the time I couldn't see myself like doing the medicine out of my country because at that time it was really rough for our family. It was really rough, really rough. But you know what I continued doing? What I continued doing was believing. First of all, I continued believing that one, I won't do medicine in my country, and two, that nothing will stop me from doing the medicine actually. And you know, God has its own way. He has his own way to do things. He has his own way. And whenever you understand the ways of God, you're going to move forward actually. So the story continued like this. When I finished, actually, I went to high school. I wrote my advanced level and I finished my advanced level. Now I had my own plan. Like I wanted to do my medicine in Germany. So I went to a German language center where I spent almost 1 year studying German. Actually, I spent 1 year studying German. And at the end, it became so complicated with the requirement to do medicine in Germany. And by that time too, and this is just something of like 3 years ago, by that time too, it was really rough, you know, it was really rough back home, and it was really rough. So I said, okay, if I can't do medicine in Germany, because actually Germany is cheaper to do medicine, actually. It's very cheap because everything is being given by the government. The government pay for everything. So it's actually cheap. So how will I do? I can do my medicine in Germany. But I continue trusting God, and I used to go to church. I used to go to church like so much, like it was just so much, so much. I used to go to church so much. I was in the choir. I did a lot of things though. I did a lot of things. I used to tithe with my pocket money. It was really something funny, but it was something worth it because I was very young, but I knew the importance of believing in God still. I knew the importance of trusting in God still, and I knew that God was gonna make a way, but I didn't know how it was gonna make it. And one day I was reading my Bible, and then in the book of Joshua 1, in the book of Joshua 1, from Joshua 1, I think chapter 8, and then he told me that, have I not told you not to be afraid, not dismayed? I'll be with you wherever you go. But I didn't know, I didn't know what will happen. And it came now to the way where I found my medical school, Texas American University. And the school fees was like, it was kind of very high though, you know. And God gave this faith to my dad to say, you are going to go. I don't know how it's going to be, but you're going to go. And things just started popping out just like that. It just started popping out just like that. And I found myself actually traveling. I found myself in Guyana, although when I came, first of all, it was not what I was expecting. I don't want to go into details, but what I want to focus more is that once you have a dream and then you have the trust in God, if you have your dream and then you trust that God can do it for you, you know, when I mean trust in God, it doesn't mean that sometimes you won't doubt, because doubt is different from trusting. Sometimes you're going to doubt, but you still trust, but you're going to doubt like, okay, how can this happen actually? But actually you continue trusting, and that is what I did. I was doubting, but I was trusting, and it came to pass, and today I am here in my third year of medical studies, and I'll be starting clinical very soon. And God has been faithful, because whenever he has decided to open the door of South America, he also decided to open all the financial necessities back and for it to come to pass. Let me tell you something. God will not put a dream in your heart that he cannot sustain it actually. If you're a child of God, I want to tell you this. God will not put a dream in your heart that he won't be able to sustain it, because every dream that God put into your heart, he is able to sustain it. He's able to provide. He's able to do whatever it's going to take for you to accomplish that dream, because whenever he places something into your heart, it belongs to him, and he knows what he's going to do. I'm telling you today that you that has a dream, you that don't know how it's going to happen, but I want to tell you that God is there for you. Continue trusting God. He's going to open doors that you can't even imagine that those doors existed before. He's going to do it just for you, and just because you trust him. Trust God, and trust God. Take